2 on your dial with your morning friends. No complaints, thank the Lord is all you should say, and leave the rest up to him, cause it's gonna be as the 92 crew get you on your way. Now you know we stay lit, don't tell them what we might say. Guaranteed to make you laugh, cause all we do is play. And it's a petty point for you if you don't have with them old school jams when you reminisce about your funky ass sex for your very first kiss. Got you rocking side to side, hand up, say hey, cause you know it's gonna be hey. Today's gonna be a good day. Every day's a holiday. Keep the negativity up on my face. Today's gonna be a lovely. Today's gonna be a good day. Every day's a holiday. Keep the negativity up on my face. Today's gonna be a lovely.
It's Friday. It is Friday.
That ain't right.
What's not right? Your camera. Your camera look off. Good morning to everybody. Good morning.
Hey,
good
y'all.
morning. Good morning to everybody that is jumping in. I see Chuck coming in here. Thank you guys for jumping in. Ray Lethea, appreciate you guys hanging out with us on this Friday. D. Shannon is jumping up in here. It's Friday.
Hallelujah.
Made it through the week. Week number 2 of the show. Good morning to you, Sybil. Made it through the second week of the show. Having a good time. Excited about
You got the ticker?
even new stuff. Yeah, we'll have that coming in just a second. Tiffany Henderson, good morning to you.
Hey,
Lovely. What's up to everybody that's jumping in?
Hey,
I
lovely.
appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming hang out with us on this Friday as you guys get ready for your weekend. Pastor Gerald Drumright.
Week 2.
Hey, Pastor.
LaWanda. Pastor, go ahead and break out your prayer for Crystal. Let's
We
go ahead
have
and
made
break it
it.
out because she's asleep. She's asleep today. So go ahead
Don't
and break
waste
it
that
out.
prayer. I'm gonna need it on more heavier things. Don't waste that prayer on that. I'm gonna get my rest.
Anthony, Chance.
Chance,
what's
good
up?
morning to you. Good morning, everybody that's jumping in. Hey, we got a lot of great information, a lot of great things to talk
girl.
about in this live. Of course, we've got our What You Said segment that's going to be coming out really, really soon, so get ready for that.
You want me to just do this? They call. Never mind, they hung up.
Yeah, they'll be right.
Okay.
Um,
Hey, lovely. Hey,
but good
dear.
morning. As you guys are rolling in here, go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't done
That
that.
should be the first thing. As soon as you hit the button,
Yeah.
hit the like.
As soon as you're rolling in here, hit the
Make it
like
a
button.
habit.
Go ahead and like it. That way it's out of the way. And you ain't got to worry about it. Good morning to you, Reba, Tia, Miguel, Dora, KD. Good morning to everybody that is jumping in. We're going to get it rolling. Going to get it started right now. Couple of things just to kind of pay attention to. We'll hit some kind of some newsy stuff.
I was like, what are you
We're going to get some newsy stuff. So first things
Some
first,
newsy stuff.
we know what's really trending right now is the fact that the Congress has passed this spending cuts bill. Something really, really trendy. We'll get some of this. We're going to get this stuff. We're going to get this stuff out of the way. We're going to get this stuff out of the way. This stuff is like quick conversation. We'll get some of this.
Sure is.
Some of this stuff out of the way.
Quick with you when you talking politics, but go ahead.
Says the one that. Well, you know what? We're going to talk about quick talking because you ain't got no room whatsoever about talking quick.
I
But
just
anyway.
shut up.
Anyway, so you guys need to see this. Just something to pay attention to. It's trending. It's trending story right now when it comes to politics. The spending this cut, the Congress passes the spending bill. It's $9 billion. Now, one thing to pay attention to is PBS, NPR. Now, if you have people or family that live in rural areas, they're subject to losing the ability to get free access to news, radio. That's where a lot of these rural areas have radio and local news stations that allow them to be on top of what's happening, to get updated about weather and any kind of emergencies. And you're talking about $1 billion worth of cuts out of these kinds of things. It's going to be a big hurt to rural areas. So be mindful of that. Also, $8 billion in foreign aid. There was a couple of Republicans that jumped on the side of the Democrats that didn't want to see this happen, but it still passed, so it got signed. So this is a win for Donald Trump, but it's a loss for a lot of rural areas that depend on public broadcasting in order to get their news and information. So it's pretty sad when it comes to that. Speaking of the president, y'all see he got a disease.
Yeah.
Is it gonna kill
It's
him?
the old people.
He got a
Disease.
vein disease. But here's the thing, though.
Excuse me.
If you see this picture right here, now this is not really the picture that really that concerns me.
No.
This ain't the picture that concerns me. The picture that truly concerns me is this one right here.
Oh, wow.
This is the problem, ladies and gentlemen. This man got issues with blood flow to his heart.
He need compression socks.
I done
Yes.
seen that ankle somewhere.
Yes, I've seen it too.
before.
Both. Now, this is just one foot. Both legs look like this.
I've seen that ankle.
So they
before.
say-
That's why he walk like that.
So they say because it's this vein disease that they gave him, he has restrictions of blood flowing to his heart. So your blood ain't flowing to your heart like it should be. That
Mhm.
should be concerning. So we're going to call it this little mediocre vein disease, but I feel like there's other things going on. You got swollen legs. Blood is not moving through the why it should be.
Right.
Um,
Don said it looks like edema.
It could be. I feel like it's something more than this vein disease that they're giving it. It's called some kind of name, but they're just saying it's just a vein disease. They say it's common in people that are in the age of 70, and it is. But it's also going to be more common in people that don't exercise, that don't eat correctly.
Yep, that's true.
You know, and we all know
That is true.
we all know that the president loves McDonald's,
Mhm.
and he's not definitely the only exercise he gets is when he goes to play golf. But really, what kind of true exercise is he really getting?
He really ain't hitting the ball like that
No,
to be getting any exercise.
You're not. So, this is to me, this would be concerning. It's a chance that he got elephant foot. This would be concerning because if you have blood flow issues from your legs, blood flow going to your heart, there's a problem.
Is it gonna kill him?
It could.
I mean,
Then
blood,
it's
if
not
it gets blocked,
concerning.
if blood is not flowing
Yeah.
correctly,
Then
yes.
it's not concerning. I'm trying to.
I'm just
see-
saying, yes, Don, epidemic it leads to congestive heart failure. It does. So this vein disease, they're giving it this little mediocre disease, but I think there's more to it than just what this is because both of his legs look just like this. So just saying, just pointing this out. It's all over the news. Just kind of pointing this out that your president got swollen legs. He got cankles.
Yes, he does.
Your president's got cankles.
So
both
now
of them.
his ankles match his head.
They probably do. They probably do. The other big thing, the last thing on Trump, and then we'll kind of move off of him, is there's other trending thing for us, Trump. There is this letter that the Wall Street Journal released that Trump had sent to Epstein on his birthday. And the interesting thing about this letter is one of the comments that he made, one of the things he said inside the letter, he had, there was a statement in the letter that he had said, let me see if I can find it here. It ends with, at the end of it, he says, "Happy birthday. May every day be another wonderful secret." Now, also,
He
Donald,
reminds me of Diddy in a way.
He
Oh, yeah.
worse than did it.
now, Donald Trump also drew a naked woman in the letter, showing her breasts, and the name Donald was signed squiggly as if it were the hair down there. So he signed,
What?
he drew a figure of a woman. He signed his name where her,
Like pubic hair.
where her uchike would be,
Oh.
but signed it like it would be hair.
Yeah, he worse than did it
Yeah.
because he like children.
Yes.
They
So-
transported children.
It's weird, but it also shows the relationship that they've had
Yeah.
because they were best friends. So you see the reason why everybody wants all these Epstein files to come out? Because you guys were too close of friends.
Maybe it's an inside joke.
Birds of
It's
a
an inside
feather
joke, all right.
flock
I mean,
together.
It's an inside joke. I'm just saying there's things like this. This is the reason
Right,
why
Don.
people want the Epstein files released because because his name has got to be through all of this stuff because they were way too close. And if you look on the internet, there is a picture of Donald Trump, Melania, and Epstein. Melania when Donald Trump and they first got together. Now,
Huh.
they're trying to link the fact that, because she was a model.
With the rabbit
Yes,
ears.
she was a model when she came to this country. And Epstein is the one that kind of found her as a model and got together with Trump.
escort.
Yes. Yeah. So they truly believe that's how Trump connected with Melania because of his connection with how Epstein got her over here. So I'm just saying, everybody wants to see these Epstein files, and I do too. Because
I know you want to see.
I want to see them. But now the president is saying that he's going to order them to release the
They gonna-
some court documents from the
Mhm.
trial because of all the uproar.
It's gonna happen.
That's not what we want to see. We want to see all those files
wanna see
on,
the files
on
that
Bondi's
he-
desk. On
Mhm.
Pam Bondi's desk, those are the files we want to see. Don't try to go release some court
Yeah,
documents.
here, y'all, we ain't gonna show y'all this, but y'all can have
We
this.
want to
over
see
here.
all that stuff because your AG said that there was a list, a client list in those files. Everybody wants to see that. But
So the AG knows.
yeah, that's why she's not releasing it.
Huh.
Because she knows his name was all the way through that. Because if his name wasn't in it, why are we not releasing it? If there's
Because
nothing
his
there,
friends are in it.
right? If there's nothing there, if he
Mhm.
says it's all a hoax. If there's nothing there, then just release all of it and show and prove that it's a hoax.
Agree.
But won't do that.
I agree.
Anyway, that's your Trump news. I thought I'd get that out of the way because some of it's funny and some of it's like disgusting. So thought I'd get that out of the way. Some really fun stuff though. Definitely
stuff.
say congratulations to Megan Thee Stallion and
Clay
Thompson. They made it official. They are officially together, and they cute.
They are cute, and she said that she's never dated anybody like him. He's one of the kindest people she's ever dated.
I believe that because I feel like she's always been attracted to mess.
Partisan Fontaine? Yeah, that's how you say his name.
Yeah, Megan's always been attracted. She's a girl that's always attracted to mess.
And she's
drama.
young, and I get it because a lot of young women like those bad boys. A lot of old women do too. Let me be clear.
Right.
But you go through that phase. I think when you're that young, you want the bad boy. You want the one that everybody sees and it's got the money and all that. And when they pay attention to you, you just go with it. But as you get older, and as she's around the people that she's around, I'm sure she's seeing, okay, I can have more with somebody with more substance. But
I don't think it's gonna last.
Why don't you think it's gonna last?
Because it's Megan.
What does that mean?
She likes to bounce her ass. He don't look like he's gonna be with all that.
But he saw it before because all the performances and outfits. This ain't the first time he's seeing her.
Yeah, so it's not like he's meeting her and she's just now coming
not
into the
knowing
game.
who she is.
Like he's seen who she was, and also he knows who she's been with in the past too, because it was all public.
Right.
So he could definitely be the person that, not gonna say tame, but maybe just kind of calms her down. He could be the yin to her yang, basically. He could be the balance that she needs because Megan is like hype all over the time, and Clay, he's a basketball player, but he seems pretty calm, cool, and collect. He may be that balance that she needs.
And he's 35 and she's 30. So they're getting up there in age.
Yeah.
He might be in that age like he's ready to settle down or just be with that one person.
Right. Maybe Megan wants to have a kid. Maybe she wants to have a kid. Because
she want to have a kid.
Maybe she does. She's 30 years old. Maybe she does. Maybe she's trying to settle down with somebody, a relationship that she feels like it's going to last, and not a whole lot of drama behind it. Because you don't ever see him in the news. There's no drama behind him.
Nope.
He just playing basketball and go home. That's what he's doing. So that might be the balance that she needs in order for us. And this is another Sierra and Russell Wilson connect.
Yeah. And then, their relationship is solid and stuff. So Sierra could be in Megan. Right. Of course, what we see on the surface. But Sierra could be talking to Megan like, as a married woman to a single woman that wants to be where she's at. Because what woman is looking at Sierra and Russell Wilson saying, I don't want to be like her. I don't want my man to treat me like he treat her. Nobody.
Right. No.
So she might be giving her a little guidance and vice versa too with Russell.
Don said, dang, Crystal, geez, Crystal, you don't think nobody gonna last.
Well, don't say that. I think you and Dre are doing just fine. Y'all are a lovely couple. Y'all belong together. Y'all been together. Y'all go everywhere together. I ain't said nothing about y'all.
But celebrities, on the other hand.
Because all they do is screw and move on. Look at J-Lo. She got rings like an NBA player.
That's true.
It's the celebrities. I don't have faith in a lot of their relationships because they got money. They'll just sleep with each other and keep it moving. We've been knowing people in Hollywood got herpes for the longest, but they still hunching on them. Ursula's still getting married. They don't care up there. So it's fun for them to just hunch and go.
Well, yeah, but also at the same time, think about Usher. Yeah, he may have herpes, but does that stop him from getting married to have a relationship though? And being in one, did that stop him?
No, it don't stop him from getting in one relationship and staying there. But before he got that relationship, there was relationships.
Yeah, but I said
he was single.
Yeah, he was single, but does that stop anybody though? Does that if somebody people that not saying a celebrity, but if you got herpes, does that stop anybody, or even should it stop?
There's
you?
medicine that you can take.
Should it stop
nobody would even know you had it
from being sexually active, or should it stop you from being in relationships? I don't know if it does.
Got it. Disease, penis matters. Got it.
Now, I'm not saying that everybody would agree or everybody would want to date him.
Right. Conversations need to be had.
You
so
have
they can
to
make
have
that
those
decision.
conversations. So to your point, you gotta tell people.
Yeah, for sure.
And give people the option and the choice.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, does that mean that you can't be in a relationship or you can't be sexually active? You can. You can. I just think the difference here is that they're on TV. And we hear about their relationship.
And you heard about that because of that lawsuit.
And we heard about that because of the lawsuit.
Yeah.
So now every time he is with somebody, that's the first thing that we think about.
And he's not the only one that has it.
Right.
But he's just the only one that got put out there like that.
But Daryl down the street got it. And
he be hunching.
And he's hunching everybody. Ain't nobody saying nothing to Daryl. Because Daryl ain't on TV.
We know P. Diddy got it because it used to swell up in Cass's mouth. So,
oh my gosh.
Because if you can get knots in your, ain't nothing bringing knots in your mouth but herpes. I don't understand. Listen. Now, it's strippers I know that sucks tons of it. And ain't never one of them ever complained about having a sore in their mouth. Oh, girl, I sucked too many last night. I've never heard that ever in the history of niggerdom.
Well, you got to get the right one, I guess. Don said J-Lo be with the same people all the time, though, and herpes does not keep people from being with anyone. I know at least 3 people who have it, and they're very upfront, and they still get dates. It's true. Yeah, people still out here sexually active and doing what they need to do, and they're still.
You know who they getting dates with? Other people that got herpes.
Maybe so.
I'm just saying, let me stay out them people herpes business.
Maybe so, but either way it goes, Megan Stallion and Klay Thompson, congratulations.
They happy right now.
Right now.
Because she's wild and crazy.
But she's not a serial dater.
No.
Okay, here's my thing. Where do you see the wild and crazy Megan Thee Stallion? Because what I see of her is when she performs, when she does her concerts, and when she's at home. And then she's dated I think 2 people in the Where is the wild and crazy?
Let me say this.
That's her persona.
Her persona is that. But
where do you see her being wild and crazy like that?
So let me say this. Because her persona is that, and because you're in the public eye, that is something you have to factor into the relationship that you have privately. You have to factor those things in because it's going to mess with your relationship. And so
unless he sees that she only does that when she goes to rehearsal, she goes to perform, and she goes on tour. When she comes home, she's domesticated or something.
And you know how to compartmentalize those things.
Right.
You have to know how to compartmentalize those things and separate them.
Yeah.
And you also got to block out all the other hate online and things of that nature. So if their relationship is strong enough to be able to do that, then it should last. Because again, he's somebody that just plays basketball. He's not, you don't hear a whole lot about him. Seems to be a pretty cool, calm, cool, collected dude. And so she's the complete opposite because of her persona. Her persona is just basketball player. Her persona
Opposites attract, though.
They do. But you got to factor these things in and how and the communication, how it's going to make that relationship work.
I just wish someone would wait like Coco Jones did. Instead of putting it all out on Front Street, you got us all invested. And now y'all broke up about a month later.
No, that's true too. Coco did kind of keep that relationship under wraps.
That's how it works.
And I think that is something that a lot should do. And if you really look at it, a lot of celebrities that have relationships, long-lasting ones, they kind of kept it under wraps until they got married. Because of course, everybody was going to do it then. Some got married, didn't even know about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then Beyonce and them still private. As they can be.
They are as private as they can be. They really are. And I will say Beyonce and Jay-Z have done a pretty good job of keeping their relationship private. Yeah. They've done a really good job of doing that. Even amongst all the scandals and the rumors, this, that, and the other, they still managed to keep their relationship private.
I really wish an album.
But you know what? That's the best outlet to put it in, though. Yeah. That's the best way to do that.
They still making money.
Because you can control the story that way. She controlled the story when she put it in her music. And that's what you should do as an artist. You put your life experiences inside your music. And that's how you can control the story.
It ain't nothing to control, girl. Your husband was out hunching somebody else and you are Beyonce. Like all the rest of that stuff, we don't want to hear that, girl.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, like, she told it in her version. And when you tell it, when she's telling it in her version, she's still controlling the story. And she was able to manage it for it to go out the way that she wanted it to be come across. And she got more people, and she put people in her corner when she did that, versus the story just kind of coming out in the news.
They was gonna be in her corner anyway. Everybody get cheated on. They was gonna be in her corner anyway.
Everybody does not get cheated on. that is a question. Yeah. Everybody does not get cheated on. What makes you think everybody gets cheated on?
Because it depends on your definition of cheating. Because all cheating doesn't involve sex. So it just depends on your definition of cheating. Because you could think if JoJo's texting another man that's cheating. You could think if JoJo's thinking about another man that's cheating. It all depends on how the person in the situation, what they see as cheating.
Again, it goes back to what I said. Everybody doesn't get cheated on, though. So even in that, even if you're talking about texting somebody else, everybody doesn't do that. There are people that literally are focused in on that one person they're in a relationship with, and they don't engage in anything with anybody else. So it still goes back to what I said before. Is like, that's just not, in my opinion, that's not a true statement that everybody doesn't cheat. That's just what I said. So, but even if you have different versions of definitions of the word cheating, everybody doesn't do that.
Lovely, go on. Yeah, you know, I don't be needing nobody to agree with me because I think different.
And we still out here trying to find her a man. So
we wasn't even talking about that. That's crazy.
But anyway.
So if you got with somebody, would you be like, well, this ain't gonna last?
No, but I probably would. It'd probably take me about a month or two to take it seriously.
I would agree with that. I mean, I don't think you need to jump into anything seriously in the first couple of months. I'm talking
about take it seriously as far as even texting back or texting him first or anything like it. Like
it was texting back. You wouldn't text him back in the first month?
No, I'm saying like, because right now a person can text me and I see it when I see it. Whether it's 2 hours ago, 2 days ago, you know. But
so do you think that's the right move, especially if you're interested in that person?
If I'm interested, it'll be a little different. But if it's just somebody just trying to talk to me and stuff, and then they're trying to pursue me, it probably take about a month before I take it serious.
So do you want somebody to pursue you, or do you want to pursue someone?
I don't want to be pursued. I want somebody to pursue me because the Bible says.
Whoa.
That's a double negative.
Say that again, because you said that. You said the same thing twice.
I meant to say I don't want to be the pursuer. I want somebody to pursue me.
Okay.
Because the Bible says he that finds a wife finds a good thing.
Great. Okay. So then it goes back to what we said earlier. So if they're texting you, reaching out to it, they're pursuing you, and you decide you're not gonna hit them back for a day or two or whatever,
or a month,
they're pursuing you. That is a version of them pursuing you, and your response is, well, I may or may not hit them back. It is what it is.
Not necessarily, because I have to see what I'm looking for. Is the pursuit consistent? Or is it convenient?
If you're not responding, it's not going to be consistent. No,
I'm saying, like, even if I do respond, if I do give you that energy, is the pursuing consistent or is just convenient? If the next time I hear from you and it'd be like a week later and you'd be like, oh, I've been busy. Like, you could have, in a week, you could have said something.
And that's great. That's great. But that's the only way that you find that out is by you responding to them pursuing you.
Because you wouldn't respond, you wouldn't contact them.
See what I'm saying? So if somebody reached out to you and you don't contact them for 2 or 3 days, and then you finally do it, then at that point, then you're waiting to see if they're going to pursue you again. Well, then you realize at this point, the tables have kind of switched. Because if I'm trying to pursue you and it took you 2 days to respond back to me, I'm already automatically thinking, well, she may not be that interested in me because it took her 2 days to respond back to me. So I'm less likely to respond to you when you responded back to my. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Those things will happen. So I'm saying, so if you're wanting somebody to pursue you and you are maybe interested in that person, might just
you got to be open to being pursued.
Just think about you got to be open to being pursued.
I've been open to being pursued.
Okay. I believe that. I do believe that. I do believe that.
I've been open to being pursued.
Or maybe it's just sometimes is it the fact that maybe sometimes the person that's pursuing you just don't feel it up front. And then so how you react to that is just don't responding as quickly.
The state of where the position I'm in now mentally with my feelings and stuff, I'm not gonna feel it to begin with. No way. Like I don't know. I don't want to sound cold hearted, but
and you're not sounding cold hearted. So do you honestly think that you're saying that with the position of where your feelings are in this current state, does that say that you're not necessarily open to a relationship right now?
That's what I was going to ask.
Listen, I'm open to whatever God has for me.
But if your mind is saying something different,
right.
God could have something for you right in your face and you'd be like,
because God does that a lot.
He does.
And I actually have, been
right
trying to.
And that's the thing, it's just trying. It's just trying. So
that's the most I can do, because after 7 years of being single, like you've got to know that there's like this defense mechanism.
But what's the defense? Is it because you've been single 7 years? Where's the defense coming from?
No, it's not just that. It's just the stuff that I've been through, and then I wanted to take the time to figure out my picking skills, because at some point I had to figure out it's the people I'm picking. So that's why I said I want to be pursued.
Jay Flake said, so when Crystal looking for part-time coochie, who doing the pursuing then? And Lovely D said she got options.
I be doing the pursuing when it comes to that little thing.
Right, Joy. Be specific with your prayer. Absolutely.
Yeah, you got to. Now, I'll say understanding being single, I get that. Because before JoJo, I was single for 5 years.
Yeah.
By choice.
Yeah.
Didn't want any relationship. Got out of one, didn't want to get into another one. I made that decision. I didn't want to be in a relationship.
Right.
So whenever you decided that it was time for you to be in a relationship, was there a guard that was up? Or was it just like, I'm just going to see what happens?
I think that when I met JoJo and then we started conversing, I'd let those guards down because I felt comfortable talking to him. I enjoyed our conversation and hanging out with him. So I let those guards down. If somebody make
me feel that way, then I'll be more open. Like, you got to make me feel a sense of safety with you. Like, I can't explain.
I understand what you're saying. They got to make you feel secure and feel comfortable.
In something, even if it ain't like, oh my God, I got you in my life, but I got to feel some kind of sense of security with you to where I'm able to try to open up a little bit more.
Okay. Well, so think about that, and then think about the question I asked before. If those are the things that you want somebody to make you feel comfortable and feel safe and secure, how are you able to do that if it's going to take you 3 days to respond to their messages?
Listen.
See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's just something to chew on. Just chew on that one. Just something to chew on. All right, we're going to
marinate on it.
Just marinate on that one. Keeping it going a little bit, let's talk a little bit about Akon. Let's get into this Akon story, because I'm going to save the other one towards the end before we go into what you said. Akon is still building his city. And there's all those reports he had the money and it wasn't going to happen. But it looks like, sister, he's still building this city, right? It's still going to happen.
That's what he said. No, he's not building it. He hasn't even started yet.
But he's never stopped.
In his mind, the process and the plans are still going on. But the Senegalese government said that they took the land back. So because he missed payments and nothing's been going on. The communication's been scarce.
Yeah.
And so you not made a payment and we ain't talked to you. So they said, contract void. And that's how it happens. If you have a contract, there's dates and times and things that need to happen at certain times in the contract. If it don't happen, they have the right to take that back. And that's apparently what they did. But he's saying, don't believe it. They just don't want me to have it. It's going to be the greatest city in Africa, all that good stuff. So I don't know. I don't know I believe the government.
I do too. I believe the government before I believe Akon.
I mean, we saw Akon was chilling at Supper Club last week.
Right. Are you really out here?
What are you doing?
You really out here working on a city? You in Nashville.
Yeah.
At Supper Club. Like, are you really working on building a city? I would think you'd be back there on the grind.
Yeah. He really ain't going to have the money to build it.
Oh, he got plenty of that. You ain't got to worry about that. That little $50 drink ain't nothing to him.
And he didn't even buy it. So.
Yeah, somebody else
He
bought
was,
it.
he was with Joe. So
yeah, so he didn't have to pay. He didn't have to pay for nothing.
Yeah.
And that's also that's one of the funny things about being a celebrity. You really don't have to pay for much when you go to places.
Yeah.
You got all the money in the world, but you ain't got to pay for anything.
Nothing.
Because it's that
Just you being in the building.
You in that building
make other people come.
is the payment really.
I think I still, when I get famous, I'm still going to, because I know what it was to be a server. I know what I think
that's when you tip
the
them.
life stuff that I done been through is gonna
good.
make me feel differently towards certain people in certain work industries, especially if they like doing stuff for me. I'm gonna make sure.
I definitely don't agree about not tipping.
Yeah.
A server, but you'll find yourself in situations where nobody's gonna the service the place is not gonna charge you because you being there and your celebrity status is payment enough. You'll find yourself in those situations a lot, and it happens a lot. And people that show up and just pop up, and they ain't got to pay for nothing. So, but I do think it's at that point you should definitely be tipping even more.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Especially if you got money and you are a celebrity, because you got to think about these servers. You got to think about their livelihood because they don't have the millions you got.
Right. I sure wish Akon would have built that land. I was gonna go out there and see what they're talking about.
Would you?
In Africa?
You go to Africa? Maybe Stacey. Yeah, you get there's all kinds of dark chocolate out there for you.
Yeah, give me an old African booty scratcher.
Okay, he go scratch your booty, all right.
Yeah, he don't do domestic violence. He shoot me with darts.
What? Shoot you with darts.
Put a little spitball in a dart.
Joy has been like preaching in here.
And she telling the truth.
She is. Sometimes the walls you build to keep the hurt out actually keeps the love from coming in. Joy, you better.
That's it right
That's
there.
a word.
Can you love this comment?
Me.
That is.
You can't love this comment, can you?
I
can't love. No.
I need to write that down and use that as my thing at the end of the show.
That's a word right there. That is a word right there, Joy.
Joy, y'all ain't finna gang me now.
I don't think they're doing that. I don't think they're doing that.
I'm shocked at Joy the way she's coming at me.
She's coming in a good space. She's talking about God.
I know.
The best way to come.
Yeah, I think but hey, that's a good statement right there. I like that.
Yeah, she's cooking, but she's telling the truth.
She is telling the
truth. Be specific in your prayer.
Is that pudding today?
And then say exactly what you want, and then have your heart open enough to receive it. That's the thing.
Yeah, you do. You got to have your heart open enough to be able to receive that, because a lot of times God puts things in front of you.
Right past.
And if you're not open enough to receive it, it'd be right there dead in your face, and you don't even see it, and then it walks by.
Well, I got a laser eye. I probably wouldn't see it. No way. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you.
Hey, thigh meat.
Is today pudding or tomorrow pudding?
For your mama?
Yeah. Yeah.
For your mama? Her pudding?
No, yeah.
I'm taking that to your mom today. Joy's bringing it to me.
Joy, don't you betray me like it. Don't worry about it. Let him take it. I know where the lady live at.
I'm taking it to her. I'm taking it to her. Now I'm gonna be right there. The door locked. She gonna eat it. You can't come in the house.
D. Shannon, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna say by the end of this year, I probably be conversating with a young man.
By the end of the year?
By the end of the year, I'm just gonna be open to.
I would say this. I wouldn't put a date or time on it.
No, I'm not saying like go together, none of that. I'm gonna be actively in conversation with. So I'm just trying to get the conversation going. That's it.
Yeah, I just wouldn't put a date or time on it, because you got to feel that for yourself. And so if you put by the end of the year, you're kind of putting a clock on yourself.
A stipulation.
Don't put a clock on yourself. When you feel it and you know it, then it'll just happen organically. But if you put a clock on yourself, then you're gonna be trying to go up against this clock.
Dora, no.
And she messed it up.
That's the problem, because
she messed it up.
You speak stuff like that, and that's what keeps you from it.
Yeah.
You don't speak, and you don't do the what ifs. Like you get married, well, we might get divorced anyway. All that stuff, take all that out of your thought process.
I do not want to be a player. Brick City. I'm not a player. I just crush a lot. No. Not for real, Brick City. I'm not a player.
Jay Flake, you're
And Dora, I do get it.
Jay said that's called the clap, Dora. No, when you get burned.
Wow. Dora,
No.
I do get it. Things do happen. You know, that's life. Things happen.
Communication is
Yeah.
everything, y'all.
He said that's the Great Wall of China. I'm just saying. Now that's me right, Miss Keith. That's manifesting. But Brick City, I'm not no player. I'm not.
No,
I don't even.
I wouldn't give her that. I wouldn't give her that. I'm not gonna say that Crystal's a player.
They be on me because I don't be pursuing like I should be pursuing when I pursue the girls.
And that's
So.
you know what? That's another question I'll ask you later. I'll ask you that question
Because
later.
here we is, my business all everywhere.
That's why I said I'm asking you that question later. I'm not gonna ask you that question now. A couple other things to get to before we definitely got to show you this. So did you guys see this? This was trending yesterday. Crystal showed it to us yesterday after the show, and then it just kind of blew up. Coldplay at a concert, and they were just kind of putting the camera and the spotlight around people.
Like Kiss Cam.
Kiss Cam, basically. And they expose an affair happening.
The CEO of Astronome, his name is Andy Bryant. He's the CEO. And Kristen Kabat is the CPO. Now, I had to look that up. She's the head of HR.
Basically,
So
yeah.
that's what they gave. That's the title. I've never heard CPO. I've heard like
Heard it a couple of times.
HR manager, things like that. But she is the CPO of this company, and they were at the concert.
I wish you would have had the other picture up there too, because the friend knew. The friend was
Well, we got the video.
Yeah, we are gonna play it. We're gonna play this
the
short
friend,
video.
that friend was the alibi. She was so me.
And
She was so me in the situation.
And shout out to Lonnie Love because she posted this, so I got this from Lonnie Love. Check out, this is the video.
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what?
Yes, okay.
Look at the girl.
Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
She knew. She knew the whole time. She's like, oh my God, girl, what are you gonna do?
I mean, and of course, he had to release a letter
He did.
to everybody apologizing. Really? Apollo lying, honestly, sis? Like, you're right with that. Because, you know, he's like, I hurt my family, my wife, and da-da-da-da-da. You did because you got caught,
And
bro.
my team. You deserve better from me as a partner, as a father, and as a leader.
You got caught. You got caught.
Yeah.
So
And-
you knew you was doing wrong, and now you got caught. Now you got to put your tail between your legs, and you're going to apologize.
And the fact that he's saying, basically, I wish that private moment wouldn't have been put on a public stage, but you're at a concert. If you're at a concert, a
That's
football
not a
game, a
private
basketball game, anything with a jumbotron and cameras, you're suspect to be on there.
Anything with thousands of people there is not private moments.
At the end of the day, I'm going to say this. If you stepping outside your house with somebody that's not your spouse, that ain't private no more. When you going, if you going to dinner, if you going with them to the
A camera
grocery
gonna
store,
catch you somewhere.
there's cameras everywhere. If you step out into the public space with somebody that's not your spouse and you acting like that's your spouse, it's not private anymore. You just told everybody, I want other people to know. Even people that you don't know. You just told everybody, I want people to know. And maybe he did. Maybe this is his way of
That's the dumbest thing
kind of
ever.
getting, because people do that. They don't know how to put it out there. They don't know how to expose it. So they'll do just something outlandish and just get caught.
That's crazy.
Unless, you know, you go on the outskirts like Kenny said to do.
The outskirts.
There's cameras there too.
There's cameras. Yeah,
but
in 2025, there's cameras everywhere.
How quick, how often would those cameras on the outskirts get back to people you know in the city?
I mean,
What's done in the dark comes to the light.
for
That's what I
me, in
say.
2025, the world is small. Cities are small. And you just don't know who's where or what and who's connected to who. Because especially when it comes to social media, everybody is connected in some fashion or form.
And you know, just seeing that video, the spouses have all of the evidence they need to go for everything they can go for.
So if his wife wants to divorce him,
Everything.
which she has every right to do because of this,
And then prenups are voided that way as well. There's
Yeah,
some
and-
prenups that say in case of infidelity, this prenup is null and void.
Yeah.
So that could be happening here, and then she finna get
she gonna get paid.
That's $1 billion company.
Because
Astronome.
he makes money.
Yeah.
He makes money. He about to give her half of it.
He makes 7 figures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I hope the chief people officer, I hope y'all happy together.
Yeah, they were comfortable. And then I heard that they said that people in the company knew that this was going on. Don't know how true that is.
Probably so.
But
They knew.
Probably so.
If they are to the point where they're going to whoever concerts, the company definitely knew.
But they told them it was a work trip. They told their spouses they were going on a work trip.
That's what I was going to say, because that girl that was smiling, she worked with them.
I guarantee, and they probably wrote it. They probably did it as a work expense. It was probably on the company credit card.
To schmooze the client.
Yeah, it was on the company expense. That's how he would say, "Oh, it was a work trip."
Yeah, you can right, Keisha. They look like they've been doing this for a while.
Oh,
they are very comfortable.
Yeah, they're very comfortable. Very
cheesing hard.
And that's like, wow. So you knew he was married. You married, and both of y'all decided to make this decision. Okay.
He's CEO of Astronome. It's $1 billion company. It's a tech software company.
What, unless she's one of those people that hold grudges and be bitter, honey, she probably stay. Both of their spouses probably stay.
Well, the wife took her name off. She deleted her. First, she took her last name off. Then she deleted her social media.
She's emotional right now.
She's not. Actually, should be.
She should be, and emotional. She should be finding a very good lawyer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, they have lawyers.
If she want to leave.
I mean, she got all the grounds in the world because she could take him for whatever she wants.
She could, but that's if she want to leave.
And their kids aren't young. Their kids are older.
Sometimes it's easier to stay.
Or some people just don't want to start over. They rather stay married, make him miserable, and now I'm going out doing what I want to do.
That is true too. I do think that in a lot of cases, especially when there's a lot of money involved, most people are more likely to go ahead and stay. I've seen more typically they leave when you don't have. There's not a lot of money. I
think most of the men, whoever has the money, wants to stay.
Oh yeah, he's gonna want to stay.
He wants to stay.
He's gonna want to stay.
She want to stay.
He's gonna want to stay for sure. But I think what changes situations and decisions is money. So if I'm just making, let's just say that he's making $100,000, maybe $150,000, and she's making about the same, gets caught cheating. Not a whole lot to take there. In some situations, people will stay and just make that person miserable. But if he's worth millions, she can walk away with millions and start her life completely over, and her kids, and get child support, and alimony.
Mm-hmm.
It's the lady that need to be worried, because I saw a picture of her husband. He looked like he'll strap up in an AR-15 and knock some people off.
He might.
He might spaz out and be like, I'm going to kill. Oh, you son.
So if we get
his net worth is $70 million.
Oh, yeah. So
wifey would be like,
wifey gonna get 35.
Like, it's cheaper to keep him. Nah.
Wife going to have 35 at least.
If not more.
At least 35 million.
Let me see how long they've been married. And then that depends too. How long they've been married will depend on how much she gets too.
And the house. And the beach house. And the plane. And all that. She's going to get it all. So, hey, take it.
He can't fight it.
Take it for what it's taking. Take all of it from him, because that's the decision he made.
He said the swaying back and forth in each other's arms that is some good cheating been going on, and they got feelings for each other. Hell yeah, they got feelings for each other. They not only swaying back and forth, they are interlocked at the arms and the fingers.
Oh yeah, they together. They go together real bad. They go together real bad.
His wife is an associate director of lower school and Hope Grant program admissions at Bancroft School. So yeah, she probably like, she's not
making the money he's making.
And then the humiliation.
Mm-hmm.
The phone calls,
yeah,
the messages, the DMs, the inboxes, all that stuff she's getting now from her friends too. Your friends are the worst.
Oh, they are.
Girl, your husband did it. You gonna stay there with him like that? I used to, that's a lot of
pressure in her ear, constantly.
You right. She said the wife knew it too, because at some point you feel that.
And sometimes that does happen. Sometimes
you see what happened to Angela Bassett. She was his lover and his secretary. Working
and Angela had no idea.
The character.
She had no idea.
The character.
It was still a white woman.
It's the character.
It was still a white woman.
Don't get like real life confused with a movie now. It was the character.
Came from somewhere.
It's the character.
Most movies come from somewhere.
They do. Let's find a real life comparison now. That's the character.
Let me think.
Hey, Kendra.
Let me think.
Brick says that she should sue him for sexual harassment at workplace, and his wife should divorce him. And I've seen those things happen where they flip the script like that.
But you can't do it. Not on
they
this one.
can't because
people have tried.
There's nothing they can do with,
y'all
with this
literally
video.
consented to go to the concert together and be hugged up. He not forcing her.
No, he's definitely
He
not
didn't
forcing
even
her.
push her off of him when the camera got on. They politely separated.
At that point, we don't need to separate. If you just saw yourself in camera hugging up, what you separating for now? You saw yourself. You might as well just wave, because
he probably gonna try to sue them.
He probably will.
They're gonna be like, boy.
But no, we have every right to put this.
You don't have to give up the lifestyle, Natasha, because you're gonna be paid. She don't have to give up that life, and she got 2 kids with him. She's not gonna have to give up any type of lifestyle. I
guarantee she's got divorce attorneys reaching out to her right now and telling her, what do you want? Because you're gonna get whatever you want.
And he may be the one saying, what do you want? To keep this out of the public eye.
He may say that too.
Save face and all that stuff.
Clearly he likes his CPO better than he likes his wife. So he may go ahead and say, what do you want to do? And again, it goes back to what I said. Maybe he's okay with this. Because maybe he wanted it to get exposed, because you decided to go out in public with a lot of people.
But you think about like this too, Sean, though. Like, you're going on a business trip. You're states away from your home. You're with 50,000 people in a concert. What are the odds? Who would even think? I mean, I wouldn't. Oh, we're going to go to this concert where don't nobody know us, and the Jumbotron's going to hit us and expose us to the world. Who's thinking like that? You especially when you've been in a relationship with this woman. So ain't no telling what other kind of situations they've been in. They might have been on yachts. They might have been across international
I understand
waters.
that, but you can be on a yacht with just you and that person and the staff.
True.
I'm just saying that
with the staff on a yacht, and then when everybody go to bed.
Right. You're still taking a chance when you decide to step outside of the 4 walls of privacy. You're telling people that I'm okay with other people seeing me with this person that's not my spouse. That's what you're saying. When you decide your 4 walls, whether it be your office, your apartment, or your mansion, or whatever it is, when you decide to step outside of those 4 walls, you were telling everybody and yourself, I'm okay with somebody else seeing me with the person that I'm not married to.
No, that's not what they're thinking, but you're right.
It is, but you're making you're making that decision. Right. You're making that decision in your head when you do that. That you're okay with this.
Get caught.
Yeah, because you have to know in 2025, you could easily get caught. This is not 1985. This is 2025. And the world is too connected in this day and age.
The crazy part around the way, trucker, just pay her and move on with your new love. I guarantee, even if they got a divorce, them two wouldn't be together. You know?
Because it's only fun because it's secret. Now that it's in public, he going to lose his fizzly bubbly.
It's crazy, but we'll pay attention.
He probably won't get an erection for the next 2-3 weeks.
What?
Oh my God!
Because he's sick. He don't know what his wife finna do. She probably threatening him and all kind of stuff. I'm gonna take you for everything.
I would have told him, "Don't come home.
Absolutely,
find somewhere else to go.
Don't come home."
That's who it was. Nobody but Jesus. Because out of all them people in there. Y'all put the camera on that, but see, they was standing up doing that hugging stuff, and the camera people can see everything. So it wasn't even Coldplay while they putting their name up in it. It was the damn camera people.
And the thing about it is like y'all are standing up looking at the camera as they're doing this kiss cam around everybody. So to me, it's like you're standing up wanting to be seen.
Let's separate.
You're standing up wanting to be seen because you see that they're putting this camera on random people, and you both are standing up, hugged up, but nothing crossed your mind. Said, you know what?
I bet you it didn't. Like, what are the odds with 50,000 people that they're going to choose me and you?
But again, you wanted to be seen. In my opinion, y'all wanted to be seen. One of you wanted. I do.
I can't tell by their reaction.
I do. She went
hugged up. She covered her eyes like, oh my God, and he dropped to the floor.
She covered her face and turned around, but she didn't immediately walk out.
No.
She knew her
she
face
just turned to the back.
She only walked off when that dude said either they having an affair or they shot. And once he said that, that's when she looked
because nobody knows who they are. But when he made that statement, that's when her reaction was, let me hide.
He said this never would have went viral if they wasn't acting funny. Shh. Yeah, that's true.
Right.
That's true. If they would have just kept hugging on each other.
No one would have, it might have taken a little bit longer.
Yeah, but it would have got big.
Because he's a CEO, he's got some kind of public figure to himself. Might have taken, but the way they reacted as if you were guilty of something.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all should have played that off.
Yep.
Yeah, they effed around and found out.
He
baby.
did care, Lovely. He dropped to the floor. He did care. He moved and went straight to the floor. Did you see? Did we play the video yet?
Yeah.
That's
Play it again,
at
Sean.
that time he had pooed
Oh,
it
look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay?
Straight to the floor, under the table.
Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
And she's talking to her friend like, I'm getting a divorce. You know how you be like, girl, it's over.
Yeah. It's
You
over.
saw her. She was talking to her friend on the side.
And her friend's
slide.
like, girl, I told you.
It was fun while it lasted.
All right,
Her friend was- I would have been like, can you believe it?
it's time for us to get into what you said. You ready, sis?
Yes.
Let's go.
What you said, 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 what you said,
Where is it?
what you said.
Okay, I'm going to read you guys this as soon as I get to it. Hold on. All right. The other night, me and my date went to dinner. The place was packed, so we drove around looking for a parking spot. My girl saw one close to the entrance and showed me, so I made my way over there. As I was turning into the spot, a lady jumped out of nowhere and stood in the spot. I honked my horn and she yelled that her boyfriend was coming from around the corner to get the spot and she was on the phone with him. I told her that she had to move because I was here first. She wouldn't budge, so my date jumped out of the car and pushed the woman out of the way, and I mean hard. I pulled in, but I was shocked to see that she did that. The woman said she was going to call the police, and my date told her to go ahead, and we went on in the restaurant. Well, the police came in and with a lady, and she identified my girl as assaulting her. They arrested her and took her to jail. I went and bonded her out because she was with me. But when she was released, she was so mad, saying that woman had no right to do that. And if she ever saw her again, she was going to get her. I couldn't believe she would just fly off the handle like that. And I don't know if I want to see what else she's capable of. Am I reaching, or is this a legitimate beef?
All right. So you got the scenario. If you got a comment, drop it in the chat box. You can also text us at 615-737-9292 or give us a call at the same number. We want to hear what your response is for what you said. We had one person on hold, but they hung up.
Somebody said I can hear Ludacris playing in the background.
And if you haven't liked or subscribed, please do that. Like the channel, subscribe to the channel. Please do that. Thank you so much. Make sure that everybody has done that. We greatly appreciate it.
Not that's how blind they leave now. I just clicked on your page, Rock City. Is you the light-skinned fella that be doing the interviews? Because it ain't no picture up here. You said it was a picture up here yesterday, and it is not. Not at all.
She must have grew up in the...
Are you the light-skinned
Projects.
dude doing the videos around New York, the Bronx? I don't know.
Jay Flake says she gonna black your eye one day, homie. Leave her there.
He told who that?
Talking about the scenario. She gonna black your eye one day.
We didn't have the battle today.
It ain't like we ain't trying.
This just didn't happen today.
It ain't like we ain't trying. Hey, I baby.
Today's a slow day.
What's up, Ice?
My hands hurt so bad.
If you don't move, so I can play.
Okay, lovely. I see what you're saying here.
Stand by your mind.
Lovely said, girl, if you don't move so I can park, TF, Karen. Now I wouldn't have just put my hands on her. I would have just continued to park because no one wants to get hit. She would have moved. Probably.
Just inch my way on in.
Now, the only way I wouldn't have put my hands on it.
Okay, hold on one second. We got to pause. We're about to go on the backside of this. Just read the scenario again and cue the call.
What you say?
So the situation is this guy and his date went out to dinner. The place was packed, so they didn't have a parking spot. The girlfriend found a spot. Well, the date, not a girlfriend. Let me be clear about that. The date found a parking spot up front. They went up there, and the lady jumped into the middle of the parking spot because she was saving it for her boyfriend that was coming around the corner. But the dude was already pulling into the parking spot. So he was like, move out of the way. She said, no, my boyfriend's coming. The girlfriend jumps out of the car and pushes the woman super hard. The woman said she's going to call the police. The lady said, go ahead. They went on into the restaurant, and the police came in with the lady saying, yeah, that's her. She's the one. So they took her to jail. Her date did get her out. And the lady said, if I ever see her, then I'm going to get her. So he's like, okay, now, I don't know what else she's capable of. She just fly off the handle like that. Am I reaching, or is this legitimate beef? Patrice said, I know this was frustrating, but she had no right to put her hands on her. I don't think you're overreacting in your thinking. She is showing you exactly who she is. Believe her. Monique said, sounds like you got a real one. If that happened on the first date, I don't want to know what a life with her would be. And Drico Cash said, if you scared, just say that. Sounds like she got more heart than you. Yes, you're signing up for domestic abuse. Kind of funny, though. Stay toxic, queen. 615-737-9292. What is your comment? You know, is he reaching, or is this a legitimate beef? We got more coming up, but right now, it's my girl Janet. That's the way love goes on the 615 Wake Up on 92Q.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Drico on that. For once, he didn't comment no BS. But if you scared, just say that.
She sounds a little off.
If I'm scared, just say that. What I tell you about coming on my job, talking to shit.
Keisha said, I'm cussing you out way before I put my hands on
Phone
you.
call.
All right, here we go.
92Q, good morning. What you said?
Yes, I just wanna say that he got a real one. Everybody wants a real one until it's time to be real. Stay real, queen. He ain't the man for you.
Oh,
All
so
right.
you ain't gonna have no problem bailing her out of jail every time something like that happens?
Not no problem at all. And I'm not necessarily saying it'll happen every time, but if you want a real one, embrace that, because she sounds like the type of chick who's gonna ride for you no matter what.
All right, thank you for your comment.
Oh, so he wants to be in
Okay.
jail. He just wants to be
Right,
in jail.
you just want to have some. You make sure you got a bail you out bonded on speed
right,
dial.
because you just want to be in jail.
He said 10 toes down to I like her character. Yeah. Another call.
Hold on one second. All right, here we go.
92Q, good morning. What you said?
Yeah, my man, he gonna let that go. You sound a little crazy. All that over park space, bruh. It's only a matter of time for it to smack the crap out of you.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you,
you.
brother.
92Q, good morning. What you said?
What up, this Jay Flake, man? Look,
What's up?
serious note. Hey, women need to realize when they putting their man in a situation. Doing situations like that, she gonna put her man in another situation where he got to step in that he don't want to do with. You got to look and be like, hey man, y'all chill. This is my girlfriend. She a little crazy or whatnot. That's the type of women they're gonna put you in one of them situations where you gonna have to get in a situation where you don't want to be in as a man.
I get that.
That
I
makes
see.
sense.
That makes perfect sense, man. I
She
appreciate
gonna
that.
get into something that she can't
Yeah.
handle. Gonna look to him.
Exactly. Because what if the
Exactly.
boyfriend pulls up and sees that happen? Now he's gonna step in. Now you got to step
You're
in.
like, now I gotta do all
Right.
this.
Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
both of them gonna end up on the episode of For My Man.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
You should be that one.
He crazy.
You know, down at the end.
Okay.
Joy, that sounds about white. I mean, right.
How he gonna protect his day? She the one jumped out and pushed the girl.
Look, she said I would have started recording her. Yeah, that sounds about right.
But she put her hands on the woman, but like dude was coming around the corner. If he would have came around the corner at the right time, he could have jumped out and started something.
Crystal would have recorded it too. You would have recorded it too.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I would have recorded her as well as politely moved her out the way with my car.
And going to jail. Okay.
Nah, because she's not gonna let me run over. She would have started walking with the car.
As long as
she would have started walking with the car.
I would have walked back.
Hopefully. All right, switch over.
What you said, 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 what you said,
Okay, that's one comment. Now, Stacy Winfield said, it's a hood rat. That's from Stacy. Nair said, look at the signs. She's going to get mad about something and pop off on you in 6 months. Trust me. Hadius Marshall said, I can hear Ludacris playing in the background. Boo! Get out.
Stacy.
And Yacasta said, I'm with your girl. I'm going after that heifer, and I'm going to make sure I do exactly what she had me arrested for. So what do you say? 615-737-9292. Coming up, me, Crystal, and Sean's comments. But do you think that he should leave her alone because he thinks she cray for fighting over a parking spot? It's the 615 Wake Up on 92Q. Give us a call.
Wake me up.
Let's see. That's it. Turks and boots. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Joy said I would have recorded the woman in the way. Keisha said if she fighting over a parking space, I'm not trying to be with her. Say that. Like, it ain't that serious. It's not.
And then I also ain't that serious for that lady to be standing in that damn parking spot trying to save it and knowing that's not legal.
That's not necessarily serious either, because I don't understand. People, get out your car and walk. Get out your car and walk. Get out your car and walk.
I'll keep driving till
because it bothers me especially going to the grocery store, and the first 6-7 parking spaces are full, and you gonna keep circling because the last 12 are open. I don't understand that. Here we go.
92Q, good morning. What you said?
Yes, I just thought I would say that I think somebody is combative to get out and fight over a parking space. They don't have anything to lose. And I do. I think I'll go to the next place.
So you wouldn't even, you go to the next parking spot?
Yeah, I wouldn't fight. You think I'm gonna get out and fight over a parking space when I got too much to lose?
Right. Mm-hmm.
No.
Thank you, lady.
Thank you.
Have a blessed day.
You too. 92Q, good morning. What you said?
Good morning, y'all. What you said. I wouldn't be mad at it. I would have a conversation with her, but I mean, homegirl had her locked up. So I mean, yeah, you gotta catch these hands for real when I catch you, because I didn't even really put my hands on you like that. But I would actually stay with her and just be like, look, man, chill out. I get it, because if it was a man that was standing right there, I would have got out and handled my business too. Otherwise, I really just would have kept on pulling to the parking spot, really.
So you told her
And
that
we
you would tell her to chill out, but then you said that she would have to catch them hands.
Oh, no, after she get out of jail, yeah. Once we get out of jail.
But you telling her to chill out.
Then chill out.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah,
after she put her hands on her.
Yeah.
Then
after
chill
she
out.
whooped, then we're gonna chill out. Yeah, we're gonna chill out first. She gonna get what? She gonna catch them hands though, for sure.
Thank you.
Wow, I appreciate it, bro.
She would be a handsome young man if she just accept her real sexuality.
I think Constance is in the room. Did Constance get in here?
Yeah.
I could have heard somebody say, "Oh,
Yes, she here.
Sean, we listen and we don't judge." That's your mantra right there, Constance. That's your mantra right there. Hope you do well. Ain't seen you in a few days. Glad you in here with us. Let's see what else. Constance also said, "Lord Jesus, she just pushed the lady. She didn't curb stomp her. Y'all acting like she
Well,
John
she said
Wick."
she pushed her hard, so maybe she pushed her and she fell on her butt or something. But he said, and I mean hard. She could have ran into the car. She could have gotten the bushes. But if you move my shoulder and we're in a disagreement, I can call the police for assault, and they're
assault.
gonna arrest you. So it don't
It's
matter how
assault.
hard you push.
I mean, you can spit on somebody that's considered assault. So
yeah, we'd be fighting on that one though.
yeah, that's
spit on me, we fighting.
That's fighting
for real.
That's fighting. If you're gonna spit on me, no, that's fighting.
Never had me putting my hands on someone unless they touch me first, right, Keisha? Don't put your hands on me. Yes, you're going to jail. Exactly.
We could post that up. What Keisha said, this particular situation would have never had me putting my hands on someone unless they touched me first. Agreed.
Yeah, Don.
Don
Touch me and I'm
says,
calling the Pope out.
Yeah, don't care. Don't put your hands on me. And yes, yes, you're going to jail. Say that. Because you're going to jail. And then Constance is back at it. She said, "There you go."
We didn't add to the scenario.
scenario.
He said in the thing, and I mean hard. He said, and she pushed the lady, and I mean hard. And he put hard in all caps.
If you're gonna push her, you might as well
get her.
go out with a bang.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If you're gonna push her, you should just got out there and just start throwing hands if you're gonna push her. It's the same thing.
Now you push them first to see if they gonna fight back. You ain't just gonna be fighting nobody that ain't gonna fight back.
If you willing to go to jail, it's the same thing.
She didn't know she was going to jail.
You're willing to come on now. You gonna put your hands on somebody. Again, let's all be smart. Ain't nobody stupid. Everybody got some good intelligence in here. If you're gonna put your hands on somebody, you know you're risking the chance of them saying that you assaulted them. You're gonna go to. You know you're risking that. Whether or not you don't give a damn or not, you know, you put your hands on somebody, that's assault. I mean, you cannot walk through this world and believe that that's not assault, because you would do the same thing if somebody put their hands on you. You'd be screaming assault. So you can't say that you wouldn't think that.
But some would be fighting back.
True.
Let's be clear.
Some would be fighting back.
Like she was like, "Who me?"
Right.
Go ahead. Say
But you know it's assault. And if you
falling
wanted to
on
press
each other.
charges,
Now,
you know you could.
If I did see, I'm the type of petty that I'm gonna fight you and still go downtown.
Exactly, because
So,
you know
but
that
I'm
she
fighting first.
but you know that she assaulted you. So
Yeah.
nobody can walk around in this world knowing that you put your hands on somebody that you're not putting yourself at risk of getting arrested for assault, because that's exactly what that is. The problem is we operate too much in the gray. It's black or white. That's
Well,
what it
question
is.
for the fellas: would you have gotten her out of jail? Would you have bonded her out?
It's a good question.
That is. Let's see, guys. Mr. Keith, Chuck, around the way, DeAnthony, what's your answer? Sean?
Let's see. Mr. Keith, what did you say? Everybody don't have the same temperament. She checked the lady for the disrespect. Okay. And here goes Dawn. She said, like I said, she going to jail. I'm not about here fighting like a dog in the street. And actually punch would have been a fight, a push. But babe, you going to jail today. Date over.
Yep. Okay. Okay.
All right, about to switch over and play these two calls. Hang tight.
What you say?
The bad word, Pastor. No. Don't say it, Pastor. Don't say it.
Yeah, right. Over. That's exactly right, Pat. Over a parking spot. We are fighting over parking spaces.
Phone call.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying
Okay.
to get a place for it. All right. Last call.
92Q, good morning. What you said?
I would just drove off and left her standing out there.
You would have left her?
You better believe it, because if you're gonna be that stupid to fight over a parking spot, you can have this parking spot too when you're done.
Say that. Say that.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
It just tickled Sean.
It did. It did. Because that was funny.
Let me click on it and see what's going on, because Mr. Keith might be a little true. What? Is this Mr. Keith? You from Nashville? Because you look, no, that's the real number. Is you from Nashville? I don't know if I ever asked him.
Think he wouldn't have said, girl, not that crucial. Come on here first. Right. Bet she from North Nashville.
Now, Keith.
You got a minute, 20 seconds left of those calls and then ours. It was like Keisha said, Sean would have definitely pulled off on me because we don't do that. Yeah, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. It's just a parking space, y'all. It's just a parking space.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, switching over.
What you said, 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 he said, she said, what you said, what you said, he said, she said, what you said, he said, what you said, he said, he said.
Is he reaching or is this a legitimate beef? Crystal, what you got?
First of all, the lady was wrong for trying to hold the parking spot. Second, I agree with my wolf brother for once, Drio Cash. Is he scared or not? Maybe she's not his cup of tea, because if she is a hood rat, as Stacy said, maybe that's her way of showing affection. You know, that's one of those, like, if she a hood rat and hood rats, they show affection by being aggressive, and that's where my man finna park type stuff. Maybe that's her way of showing she like him. Now you not finna do him like it. That's all me right there type stuff.
Say what? Thank you,
But
Sean.
y'all don't know how the hood actually works. I forgot I'm working with country bumpkins up here. Anyway,
That's not a country bumpkin.
He need to go
cussed
on.
out on the radio.
He need to go on. By
So
his
we from the
business.
country. So you're saying that her love language to him is
Might
to be
be
aggressive and defending him.
Yeah.
And that's her way of showing him that
If she's
she
a
likes
toxic,
him.
if she's a toxic, she might be a toxic, and he don't like toxic.
So
She's
you're,
showing
you're
toxic.
defending toxicity.
Yeah.
I'm not defending it. What I'm saying is it exists. That's what I'm saying.
And we too country to know that.
We're too country. So you're still defending toxicity.
Y'all asking me again, like I'm gonna say, no, I didn't mean that.
But yet she's the one that said she's from Mount Juliet.
What you said.
Like Mount
But I
Juliet
grew
is
up-
downtown Chicago.
But
Like,
I
come on,
grew
man.
up
Exactly.
in the ghetto.
Girl,
Don't forget
whatever.
that part.
Anyway.
Don't
So,
leave her,
those are
sir.
ghettoisms she's talking about as far
Don't
as how a
leave her,
woman.
sir. You
Yeah.
ain't ready. You ain't ready to put them hands up.
Ready for what? You're still condoning it. You're condoning it. And you're saying that it's
she might
okay.
be toxic.
So them being hood, he would have jumped out and helped her.
Exactly.
Oh my God. Okay.
Okay. Go ahead, Sissy, what you got?
Yeah. I would have slowly inched in. I would have slowed, just creep, creep. Because she would have backed up. She fall down, you're gonna get run over.
Yeah.
Or so she would think. I'm not gonna run her over, but I'm gonna creep on in there. Like, get out of the way. That's illegal for you to stand and save a spot unless you paid for it. Like, if you went to the pay place and put in your thing and pay, then yeah, you can do that. But just standing there because there's nowhere else to park, I would inch my way in there and then get out and dare her to say something. As the man, I wouldn't have to worry about it, because I'd be looking at him like, what you gonna do?
Right.
He'll either say we finna go to another spot or he gonna inch his way in. But either way, if I were to get out of the car, I would hope that he would say, hey, what you doing, man? It ain't that serious. Get back in the sky.
Yeah.
No, we're not doing that. So those are my options. But getting out to push her and all that wouldn't have happened. But had I done that, we would have left, because then she wouldn't be able to find me, so I could go to jail.
Right.
We go
that's
to another
true.
restaurant. What you got, Sean?
That's true. Ladies and gentlemen, it's just a parking space. It's just a parking space. They didn't shoot you. They didn't rob you. They didn't kill your dog. They didn't call you out your name. It is a parking space.
It's the principality.
No. To hell with the principle. To hell with the principle. That's the reason why we have road rage and issues and all, because it's a parking space. You can find another parking space. If that parking space meant so much to her that she got to stand in the middle of it, is it worth you getting an assault charge? Whether you trying to defend the honor for your boyfriend to show how much you love them, that's some BS, in my opinion. That's some absolute BS. It is a parking space. And if that's how you're going to react for somebody that didn't do anything directly to you,
right?
Because they're standing in a parking space, but your reaction to that is you want to get out and assault them. If that's how you want to react to somebody that didn't do anything directly to you over a public parking space,
to show your man I love you. You see what I did for you.
Appreciate it. First and last dinner we just had. First and last dinner we just had.
He need to go on about his business.
First and last dinner. And to the girl, you need to go see somebody because it's a parking space. It's not worth it. You ain't defending nobody's honor when you're trying to get a parking space. It's a parking space.
And now you got a record. You might have a job.
Now you got an assault
things.
charge over a parking space. That's all I got.
Thank you guys for your calls and texts. Thank you, YouTube. You guys were still on there at 92Q Nashville. Coming up, your last keyword of the morning show for the Chris Brown Breezy Bowl. It's going down. Coming up with 615 Wake Up on 92Q. Now they want to call.
Now, I see y'all understand. Some of y'all understand where I was coming from.
That's so funny how they call after the fact.
I know, right?
Can we take it? Because I bet you they responding to us.
Probably. Here you go.
92Q, good morning. What you said?
Hi, good morning, Sissy.
Good morning.
So, yes, I did want to make a comment on it. And
okay.
It's a parking space. We've got to do better. Taken from the point when if the lady is going to stand there, that was a problem. That was going to be a problem from the beginning.
Right.
Because she literally wanted to stand in a space where a vehicle that weighs far more than her, and she has no idea of the mentality of the person is driving. So that was going to be a problem from the beginning. So absolutely, maybe avoid that. We've got to do better. What is going on with our morals? And if he's worried, he should worry. Because, number one, I don't even know why he had her, or she assumed, wanted to stand there herself in the parking space. That's questionable. Maybe they should not be together, because that's not a good sign of a healthy relationship.
Right.
But I can tell you, starting from the point one, when she was standing in a parking space in a parking lot, that was going to be a problem. So politely, just try to avoid it at all costs, because no one knows what the other person thinks or how they feel, what their reactions would be, as the lady did push her. We can't take these things upon ourselves to become violent. We've got to do better. So she could have found another parking spot, or gone to a different restaurant, or waited if that was the case.
Right.
All right. Thank you
girl.
so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
92Q, good morning. What you said?
Sean, that was a good answer, but will y'all please put Crystal in timeout? That's all I got to say.
What I did?
Oh, my goodness.
We got to. He just hung up.
But that lady before him, she wasn't even listening to the damn story. She thought the damn girlfriend was in the damn parking spot. She didn't know what she was talking about.
Yeah, she got a little confused.
Yeah, she was confused.
Your girl did too much. Check to see if she already has a record. It's public knowledge.
She probably does. You didn't do. Me had done a little more research because it's a parking space. You won't go that far over a damn parking space.
D Shannon said she will be applauded in the holding cell.
Yeah, because probably some other mofos in there too that over parking spaces. So they can bond over that. Over silly. But appreciate the comments. Thank you guys. Appreciate that.
That was a good.
She could have had a gun in her purse or something. And said, boop, boop,
again, you standing
and get off because she's defending herself.
Right. So like, it ain't worth it.
But if she do go to jail, you know who needs to be there to be her guard? Hit it, Sean.
I think it might have to be Crystal. But yes, if you want to be at work for the Tennessee Department of Corrections, you can do that because they are looking for correctional officers with a pay of $60,720 after 18 months. And a $5,000 sign-on bonus with paid training. You go to tn.gov/careers in order to find out more, or you could check out this short video for the QR code.
You've always wanted to make a difference in the world. At the Tennessee Department of Correction, each day brings an opportunity to help change lives and create a safer Tennessee. Our new salary for correctional officers is $60,720, plus a $5,000 sign-on bonus, paid training, great benefits, and a chance to earn your college degree. Start your career in law enforcement today by visiting tn.gov/correction and clicking Join Our Team.
And then this my thing. Y'all keep saying a fight. It wasn't no fight. She pushed her ass out the parking spot. They parked and went on about their business. That's how. She just moved her. It wasn't a fight. She moved out the way. I mean, what?
I love how you classify that.
She moved and out the way.
You are correct. They did not. They did not exchange punches.
Yeah.
They did not exchange punches. She did assault the lady. So it's the same thing. She did assault the lady. She put her hands.
Assault the Lord's work. Who wants to put a name on it?
The police.
Yeah.
They want to put a name on it when they charge you. That's exactly who wants to put a name on it. Yes. When you have a record and you get arrested.
Yeah, that's the thing. Now if she doesn't already have a record,
Right.
now you got a record.
Now you got a record.
Trying to impress this dude, if that's what you was doing, or whatever reason you did it, you might have a decent job, a good job, or a position in a board of director somewhere, or something going on for your life, and then that stuff happened. People remove people for the simplest things.
And then the next thing you do when somebody asks you what they charge for, then you start lying. Because if you tell the truth, it's going to sound dumb as hell.
Yeah.
Oh, this woman stepped to me and I had to check her. No. She was standing in a parking space and you wanted it and you got out and pushed her. Dumbass. So you're not going to tell the real story because when you lay out the real black and white of the story, it's dumb as shit. So
I don't like this one.
He don't like it
ignorance.
because he don't.
I don't like ignorance.
That's
what I don't like is ignorance. That's ignorance. You can be mad. You can get frustrated. Hey, scream out the car, yell at them. That's fine. Don't do something ignorant that could potentially keep you from something great. Because small things like that will hurt you in the long run. Having a record for a frivolous or anything will hurt you in the long run. So don't put your life or livelihood at risk over some bullshit. And that's exactly what that is. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it at the end because stuff doesn't.
She said it would get dismissed. How? How would I'm sure you could go see Rachel Bell or something, but if the lady is pressing charges,
right,
and you go down there and it's proven that you are guilty, you got a record. Now you can get it expunged, but it ain't gonna be dismissed.
Yeah. And even that situation, why do you even want to go through all that? Why do you want to have to go through all the hassle?
Work.
Why do you want to go
if
through
you
all
even
that?
work, if you even have a job? But yeah.
Yeah, why would you want to go through all that extra mess? Just don't do it.
And now y'all see why I call them country, because they can't see both sides.
No, that's not country, though. You're using the wrong word, because that's not country. That's not a country mentality.
Conversation. That is not country.
Absolutely not.
That is
that's
not
a
country.
Common sense.
It's not necessary.
Yeah.
Explain to me the necessity behind it. What's the necessity behind doing that?
That's not what the story was. The story was, and I gave my explanation. Now you talk about necessity, and that's not part of the story.
The story ain't got no being country either. You said we was country.
I said that because y'all can't see both sides of what I'm saying.
So show
I
me
can
the
see
other
a hood
side.
person saying I was standing up for my. I can see that. I wouldn't even have thought that scenario.
Right.
But I could see a hood person liking the dude and saying and going out there and doing it for her man, like Jay Flake said for my man.
That's fine. I understand that.
But
that still don't make it make sense.
Yeah. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say.
I mean,
there's lots of scenarios, but it don't make sense.
That still doesn't make it make sense. I get it.
True
even
Constance.
if it's an idea of wanting to defend her man or whatever, it still doesn't make sense.
No, David, that's not even woman logic. No.
What did Constance say?
She said, hell, you can be a felon and president. You can.
You can. You sure can.
So having a record don't matter, I guess.
A
sure
misdemeanor assault at that. It's not even a felony. That's gonna be a misdemeanor assault.
You said Crystal like to fight.
But at the end of the day,
Reba said you
have to also have money
No,
to
I
be a
blame
felon and be president. You can't be us and be a felon and be president. You have to have money and be a felon and be president. So there's another little added piece you got to have in order to be able to do that.
That's not even woman logic. Woman's logic comes from her feelings. I mean, she acted on her feelings. That's exactly what she did.
She acted on her feelings.
Sometimes acting on your feelings ain't smart.
It's not all the time. It's not all the time.
Because she didn't need to get out of that car.
No. Plenty of parking spaces. Plenty. If you got to go down a few and you got to walk a few extra steps. Woo, okay, you got to walk.
Or even if you don't want to, drop her off at the front.
Yeah, you drop her off at the front and you go get a
park.
space.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
you would have avoided all of that.
So many other scenarios. It's just at the end of the day, it's unnecessary. Sometimes we get ourselves involved in unnecessary drama that we just don't need to be a part of. And wasting time that you ain't gonna get back. Now you spending the next day or two or whatever the week dealing with a situation
if it's on a Friday, you there till Monday.
Over a parking space that you could have avoided. And your whole weekend could have been great. Because I guarantee if she went to jail or whatever, she's going to be pissed because now she's taking off work and she's going to be complaining about all that shit. But guess what? If you just stayed in the damn car, we're not doing none of this.
That is true.
Yeah, Constance says, unfortunately, the climate today is anger. It is. That is the climate today.
Mm-hmm.
But at some point, we got to break that. It's just not necessary. All right, guys, we got a biz ounce, but thank you so much for being a part of the conversation.
That was great, y'all.
All week long and today.
Have a good weekend.
You guys have a great weekend. We'll catch you back here on Monday.
Next week, we got Brandy and Monica Flyaway and Raphael Sadiq tickets.
That's right. You guys have a great one.